Hey there, my name is Drew Brashler, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to get the effects section set up on your Behringer Flow 8. If you're brand new to my channel, I'm all about helping you feel more confident in your production gear no matter where you're starting from. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now I have the Behringer Flow 8 sitting here, and as well as I have my phone here for control of the mixer. Now with the effects section, we don't have to have the phone to control it. We can actually control that all on the mixer itself. So I have a microphone plugged into channel 1 here. So check, check, check. And as I raise this up, we can now hear that and see that going through the metering here. Now, if I was wanting to get my effects section set up, then what we would want to do is we would want to send this microphone into the effects first, and then we can adjust our volume of the effects after that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press FX1, and I'm going to turn this all the way down, as well as FX2. I'm going to turn that down as well. So I have FX1 here. Now, FX1 is going to be any non-time-based effects. That would be your reverb, there's a flanger, a chorus in there. FX2 is going to be time-based effects, so an echo or a delay. There's also flanger and chorus on there as well for FX2, but FX2 is going to be anything that you need a tempo for, which is where we get our tap tempo set. So we have FX1 and we have FX2 here, and we can see that my FX1 is set to Cathedral right now. That's actually my favorite sound on the Flow 8. And then on FX2, I have my delay. Now, on FX1, I'm wanting to get this microphone sending into this effect. So I'm going to talk into this microphone, check, check, check. And what I'm going to do is we have this offset light set right here. And that's because on my main side of my mixer, my fader is all the way up at unity at 0. So what I need to do is I need to adjust this to where it meets my current position on the fader. So we can see that the offset light is lit. So when I adjust this, we can see that it needs to be at negative infinity. So I'm going to turn it all the way down until the offset light turns on. And now I can adjust this send into this reverb. And so the next thing that I can do is, now that this is being sent to the reverb, I can then turn up the overall volume of this reverb in my mix. And so I have FX1 sitting here, so I can now raise this up, and we can now see that I have some metering, and we can also hear that in the mains. So as I'm talking here, we can hear that happening in the mix there. Check. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn FX1 down, and I'm going to do the similar thing to FX2. So we can see that my offset light is lit here, so I'm going to lower this all the way down until the offset light is turned off, and then I'm going to raise this up to 0. Now this one is a time-based effect. So on my delay here, I have the ability of setting it to 1/1, which means that it is the whole note. So every time I press this tap button, it is going to delay by 1. If I have this set to 1/2, then this is going to be 2 beats for every beat that I have on the tempo. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this microphone up into this so you can hear it. Check. So we can see that as I tap this, it is changing the time, and we can see that this is 1/2, so tempo. If I change this to 1/1, tempo. And then if I change this to 1/3, tempo. Additionally, we can do 2/1, tempo. And then we also have echoes and wide ping pong adjustments as flanger and our chorus down at the very end. Now, if I'm wanting to adjust some things like the decay or the type of sound that this verb is, I actually have some adjustment options if I press menu. So we can see that there is a decay adjustment here, so check. Or if I turn the decay down to 3%, check. As well as I can set this to large, or I can set it to small. Check. Swap it back over to large. Check. So we have adjustments as far as the effects go via the knob and the menu. Now, if you wanted to use your phone for adjusting this, we can go ahead and click into Effects 1, and then we can go ahead and check into our Effects 1 in the upper right-hand corner. And so now I have the ability of adjusting my decay up here, as well as changing it from small to large, or changing the effect that I have for Effects 1. Similarly, with Effects 2, I can click here, and I can actually go and adjust my sends from my channels going into Effects 2, as well as adjusting any of the parameters as well as my tap tempo. Now, one last thing, if I was wanting to get my effects playing into the monitor section on the Flow 8. Now, a lot of people really love having reverb in their monitors, so this is going to be really helpful for you. If you wanted to have that monitor have that verb, we would need to connect it on our phone. So on our phone is where we can adjust that. So we can go ahead and hit the gear icon. We can go to routing, and then over on the right-hand side here, effects can go to monitor 1 or monitor 2, and I can turn them on and off individually in each of the monitors via either Effects 1 or Effects 2. So this gives you the ability of routing your effects into your monitor if that's something that you want to have in the monitoring section. Now, one of my favorite effects sounds that are on the Flow 8 would be the cathedral sound, which is number 10. So if we click up into here, we can see my settings, or if we hit the menu button, we can see my settings. So this is the cathedral number 10, and I have this set to large and a decay of about 23%. On the Effects 2, I have the delay of 1/2, and I have this set to dull. So we can go to Effects 2 on here, and we can click up here. We can see there's a dull and a bright setting. I have it set to dull with a feedback of 13%. I find that these are two good starting points for verbs and a delay if you were wanting to get those type of things set up on your mixer. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you do happen to have any questions, or if you have any specific video requests that you want me to make for you, please put that in the comment section below, as I'm always looking through those comments to find videos that are going to be helpful for you. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, or if this or any of my other videos have been helpful for you, consider becoming a member of my channel, as that's just a way to say thank you and give back to me for making all these videos for you. Check out drewbrashler.com for some more articles, tips, and tricks, but I hope that you have a great day. Thank you so much.